We are back. Is this what live streamers do all day? I mean, you really can't get anything else done.
At this point, you and I should live together again. I think that's what Drake and Kendrick are hinting, that you and I need to be roommates again.
Wow, I was able to take a shower, which is great,
good for
right?
you.
But I didn't know how I looked. I don't know.
You look great, Nessa. You look great.
Okay.
You got birthday vibes going, Nessa, because your birthday's tomorrow.
Okay, so Drake is back at it again in response to Kendrick. Obviously, this has been going back and forth for a while, but we want to jump right into this. This is Sunday night. Drake dropped
The Heart Part 6. It dropped 35 minutes ago at this point. Nessa and I have not listened to it yet. We always wait to listen together because we're best friends forever.
Right.
So that's where we're at. The Heart Part 6. Should we just do it? You ready?
Real quick, two moms who love music, who happen to also have been in the music industry for 19 years, okay?
Yes.
Broadcasting in this world. So I think we know some things. We don't know everything, but if you want, again, a think piece or something deep, definitely don't watch us. So, okay, so let's go into this. Let's see. Why I told you, by the way, Drake was not going on vacation.
You did.
I also said, while everybody's been piling on him, I knew that he wasn't going to just bow out. So let's see what happens in this song.
Okay, so Drake put out a tweet about 35-ish minutes ago. It says, The Heart Part 6 out now. And then it says, and we know you're dropping 6 minutes after. So instead of posting my address, you have a lot to address. Ooh.
Well, you know what? To that point, I kept saying, hey, there's a lot of stuff being thrown around in all of these songs. Lots of allegations, serious allegations.
That's right. All right, let's get to it, Nessa. You ready?
That I feel like people need to address. So if Drake is saying that, I think okay, before I give my assumption, let's just go into it.
All right, here we go. I'm excited. Okay, so here we go. The Heart Part 6 by Drake. And it shows the cover art is Dave Free, who is Kendrick's business partner, leaving the heart emoji under Kendrick's fiance's Instagram picture of her and the kids.
Got it. Now, what is the reference, the title, before we go into it? What is the significance in this?
Kendrick dropped The Hearts Part 1 through 5. So Drake has decided to name this The Heart Part 6. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, what did you do, Katrina?
Hold on.
I think Drake was sending you a message to fact check. I like the energy of saying, hey, you should fact check, because it's a lot of allegations.
it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. You know, before the last one, you finished you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover it up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if he wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I motivate you. Bring you back to the game. Like, you know, but just let me know when we get into the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor though.
Okay, thoughts, Katrina?
It sounds like Drake is done with the beef. Like he's done playing around. That's what it sounds like to me.
I think he's done with the allegations. I think he's just like, okay, how many times are you going to say these allegations about me? He is clearly making it clear, which I think is important, that those allegations aren't true. Right? Because again, we said there are some serious, dangerous allegations being said in these songs. So I guess to me, I think he's over that part of it. I don't know if he's done. Like, I just don't know. There's no telling. I don't know how many times Drake has said he's going on vacation and has popped back up. You know, he even went on tour after one time saying he's on vacation. So
then came back.
But I think he is acknowledging that Kendrick has made some good pivotal moves outside of the lyrics being based on allegations, right? Like he's saying, hey, you're going to drop a song, 6 minutes after this, this. He's acknowledging Not Like Us is a great, I don't want to say great, but he is acknowledging the song is something that you could dance to. You could play it in the club. I think he's rapping good though. I think his skill set, like he put it, like he's rapping. He's reminding you, listen, I am who I am and I can really, really rap. Like, I think he, as I always said, doesn't mind going bar for bar. Like, I just don't think that's an issue. And I think a lot of people had counted him out because it is Kendrick, Kendrick is who he is. But I think this proved that Drake can hold his own. And I think to me, for this battle, whatever, I think that works for that. I don't know. I can't say who I think wins or not. I don't know. I kind of feel like, is this the end of good music? You know what I mean? Like good music coming out, because it sounds, well, come on. It took a lot for Kendrick to come out, in my opinion. So this has been nice to hear from Kendrick, right? We got some new music from two great artists. So I don't know. I don't know where things go after this. Do you think there's any more response from Kendrick?
I think Kendrick has so many waiting that I think he will drop another. But my takeaways from this song, The Heart Part 6, was Drake, like you said, cleared up the allegations, super said it. Like, hey, if what you're saying about me is true, I would be arrested by now. I am 100% not that person. Then he goes back to talking to Kendrick's fiance. Like, he goes back to accusing Kendrick of domestic abuse. And talking to his fiance, like, hey, what's up? If you ever need me, I'm here, kind of situation vibe. Because he does say that. And then he even, it sounds like he just wrote this as well, because it sounds like he's replying to Kendrick's last record, which was Not Like Us, because he talks about the A minor bar.
Right.
So
he's responding in real time as we can get.
They both are, which is great.
They both are, which is great, right? I think the sentiment I got more than anything, he wanted it clear that what he is saying on songs is real, according to what I'm gathering from his music, and what Kendrick's been saying, these very dangerous allegations, are not. And he is dealing with it head on. And, I think that is important. The question is, will Kendrick, address the allegations that are made against him?
Right. He even mentions R. Kelly, and I don't know if you know, but a lot of people have been re-upping the story that, streaming platforms were removing R. Kelly from their platforms. And Kendrick said he would take his music off if they removed R. Kelly's music. And I don't think it was just R. Kelly. So I think there's a piece of the story. Yeah, so R. Kelly's music and others, XXX Tentacion, there's other people's music who were taken off because of the things that they were accused of doing. And Kendrick came in. He was like, if you guys are going to do that, you could take my music off.
Where really? When did this happen? Can you look up really fast? Because I just want to.
I will.
Cite. So I get it. Other people want to just immediately rush out and put, their reactions, say things that they might not know. This is, I want to make sure that's not our opinion. I just want to know if when that was said.
Okay,
so people
here,
can go do their own research,
For sure. June 2018, Pitchfork posted an article that says Kendrick label head confirms he threatened to pull music from Spotify. So Top Dog CEO said, I don't think it's right for artists to be censored, especially in our culture. And this was in the since retracted hateful conduct policy that Spotify had put out. So they had put out a hate content and hateful conduct policy, which led to the removal of artists like XXXTentacion on R. Kelly's music. And they said, hey, it's not good for the culture if you're going to censor artists under this policy. So he had,
which again, that's a whole different debate and conversation. I want to make sure that we don't go on that tangent. But so it wasn't Kendrick, it was the label he was with.
Bloomberg had reported that representatives from multiple acts, including Kendrick Lamar, reached out to Spotify chief executive officer about this. So basically what's happening is that everyone is now pinpointing this to Kendrick said, take my music off if you're going to take R. Kelly's off. There's a whole bunch of other artists. That's the reference
in the song that Drake is talking about. Got it.
And it sounds like for Top Dog, who actually gave a quote here, it's about censoring the culture.
Right. That's what he was focused on.
Not specifically R. Kelly's music. That's a bar that Drake had put here, which people had unearthed and started re-upping on Twitter. So that's one thing that happened in this song. Another thing that I realized happened in the song is Drake said, you're just doing this because you have an album dropping soon.
Here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about that, right? I think I have mixed emotions because I guess that you want to sell and I get it and you want to make it happen. I don't know if I'm a fan of splashy hot takes, gossip that's not true. That and is very dangerous.
But Nessa, that's what people do when they have something happening, a movie coming out, a product to release, an album. They'll start feeding paparazzi stories about a new relationship. Oh, they were seen with so-and-so here. They'll start popping out more with a different person just to cause speculation. There'll be engagement rumors, breakup rumors, everything just to kind of feed into the media again because they have an album dropping or a project dropping. So that's what Drake is alleging here.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is that I would have loved a battle, bar for bar, really creative, minus the serious, dark allegations.
I think The Hard Part 6 was a good record for Drake because he actually, like you said, talked about the allegations against him. He cleared them up. And that's what everyone's kind of been asking for, right? So it's not like a bop. It's not a banger. There's no replay value here. But this is part of the beef where it's like, all right, you're going to say this about me? Here's my answer to that. And now I'm going to come back at you with a few things. You know what I mean? And I think the reason why a lot of people, myself included, was so excited about what's been going on with Kendrick is because we haven't heard from Kendrick in a while. So when he's been dropping, it's like, dang, I forgot how good of an MC he is. Oh my gosh, this is a Kendrick banger. Like, I'm ready for this. So Drake came back and like, I got those. I got bangers. You've heard me. I'm consistently on the Billboard charts. I'm one away from Mike. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you now responses to everything Kendrick's saying, and let's see if he can do the same. That's where we're at. To me, I like Kendrick stuff because I haven't heard from him in a while. And, I like
So
bops.
do you think that adds a little sauce to it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You haven't heard from him, and he's doing a great job with the stuff that he's putting out. To me.
So let me ask you something. Well, and also I think the things that Drake is saying, it's not nice, is dark as well, right?
They both are having some extreme allegations.
Serious conversations about Kendrick supposedly, being molested. I mean, this is big.
Yeah. This is a lot.
So it's nothing to play with. But you know what? In the song, Drake is saying this is gonna get depressing, and that is really like, I feel like it got dark, it got sad. So I think Drake rapping wise, he's showing, hey, I'm in it. What do you want to do? You want to go bar for bar? You want to go reps? I'm gonna do it, right? And I think he also addressed, okay, the song's about to get dark. All right, it's going to get really depressing. And I kind of wish in a way that Meet the Grams, when Kendrick put that out, had a little bit of that disclaimer because that got dark. And I think the best word that you said about that song after you heard it was so unsettling. right? There's been some very unsettling moments. So it's heavy. Now, my question is, do you think Kendrick doesn't have to do anything in the world, right? We're just for conversation's sake. Do you think he needs to address the allegations that were made about him?
I think he does. They're serious allegations. They are literally against the law allegations. I think you need to address them because they are against the law. Just like Drake addressed this, which is also against the law. It just sucks because now they're at a point where they're not just making fun of each other's height. They're not making fun of, the fact that, you ride on another person's coattails. They're exposing traumas that each other is going through that
allegedly, we don't
allegedly
know.
They're exposing alleged traumas that they are that they have gone through or that the other person has gone through
or whatever, right?
Correct. Yeah. So I mean, it's getting really, really ugly. And I don't know what else Kendrick has up his sleeve, but I don't think he has anything that's light. I think he got another heavy situation to talk about. But Drake did say, "So, are you gonna keep lying on my name?" So
yeah,
who knows?
At some point, I mean, and that's what I'm curious to find out what's going to happen next. That's why I asked you that question. Now, let me ask you, in the public's opinion, who do you think has a one up? I don't want to say one. I mean, we won this battle.
Public's opinion or my opinion, which is kind of similar because I think I'm the public.
Okay, yeah.
I'm the public.
Go ahead.
I'm not like a crazy hip hop head. I'm not Team OVO. I'm not Team Top Dog. I feel like I'm right in the middle because I like Drake. I like Kendrick. By the way,
I don't know if Kendrick's still a Top Dog. Can we look this up?
I don't know. I don't think he was.
Okay.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I'll try to look it up.
I think they're just people from that camp are still chiming in, which makes sense. Listen, they were all working together for a very long time. I get it.
Yeah, and they're probably still friends regardless of whatever contractual
obligations that's been fulfilled.
Situations have happened with either party or whomever. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So for me,
public opinion.
Public.
Who do you think?
Public opinion. I have no idea what the public's going to say.
I'm going to stick it to you, Katrina, because in the beginning of this whole conversation, you're like, whoever's going to win is going to be like the public, right? The reaction.
The most recent banger. The most recent banger.
So let me ask you.
Do I think this is a banger? Do I think the public is going to love this? I don't know. Like, does the public care that Drake is clearing up allegations? I don't know. I can't put it past the public for just wanting a banger versus wanting explanations. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what the public wants.
I don't think you could win. I don't think you win then.
I think you're right. Because nobody wins. Fans are winning because we're seeing two guys that we know are at the top of their game going back and forth. This is like if Pacquiao fought Mayweather a few years before they actually fought, it would have been, that's what this is going on right now. Right. You know what I mean? They fought a little after both of their primes. These guys are in their primes to me. So I think that, I can't tell. This Drake record, it's not like, a banger, but it was for the beef. It was something he needed to put out for the beef. You know what I mean?
Right.
And people are saying you don't need bangers and beef. You don't, but, I still like to hear something that I want to play again.
Right. No, I do think that's important.
Personally.
Right. So right now, in your opinion, who do you think has won this back and forth?
I think Kendrick has made such, a high mark with Like That, to Euphoria, to 616 in LA, to Meet the Grams, to Not Like Us, that he was ahead. So for Drake to put this out, I don't think it is going to have the same reaction to the public as the ones that Kendrick already put out. But I don't think it's over yet. I think Drake still has more to come.
Yeah, he could be baiting Kendrick. That was something else that we took away from this new Drake song, is that, they fed all that fake information to Kendrick and he took the bait. Again, we don't know what's true, what's not, but it seems like Drake is willing to stand on it and he's addressing things head on.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen Kendrick do that just yet. Who knows if we will. But I think it's important to say that Drake's Push-Ups and Family Matters were good songs, especially in my opinion. I think Family Matters. Like I
like
think
both of them.
So I think that people are skipping slightly over that because I think Kendrick's making massive strategic moves on
Yes.
his rollout.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's the best word for it. The Kendrick's rollout has been beating
Yes.
Drake's rollout. Even
Correct.
though Drake had a full-on video for Family Matters, it was well thought out. He was like, oh, I'm going to get the chains. I'm going to go to the restaurant that Kendrick mentioned. Full-on
right.
rollout. But the fact that Kendrick kind of was one step ahead of him with Ready, Meet
Yeah.
the Grams, it overshadowed Drake's great rollout for Family Matters.
Right. So I think Kendrick definitely takes that, right? If
I
there is
think
a
the
chart of
rollout is a
different
big
points-
thing.
And I think by the rollout, I think that is why people feel Kendrick may have won the situation. I'm saying that the idea of, Drake was going to lose single-handedly because he's going up against Kendrick. I was like, Drake's a great rapper, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why we're acting now. However, how long has Drake been in the game for? 10, 15 years?
A long time. I was
Right,
just
so a
listening.
lot
It's so
of the-
funny. I was listening to So Far Gone.
So a lot of questions are coming up about his skill set. It's like nobody was saying this before. I
Right.
understand, we live in a society that loves to build someone and break them down. I totally get all that, but let's not also rewrite history like he doesn't have classics, like he can't rap, like he can't
Let's
really
not
go bar
rewrite
for bar.
history like you weren't running around the six with your woes screaming that at the top of your lungs in the club. Like, come on. Let's be for real.
Right. So that's the part, but that's the internet. That's why I try not to go on and like read as much before I listen by myself. I'm sure I missed, very important takeaways that, I'll get, I'll learn about when I go online. But,
Right.
initially I will say that I think Drake took this opportunity to address the allegations. Maybe that's what matters to him at this point. Maybe he cares.
Do you want to give your take on who you think is up right now?
I think right now,
And here's the
Yeah,
thing about Nessa.
here.
She's not a huge stan of either of these guys. And it's hard for you.
Can we let's break this down, right? Let's be fair. Okay, are we including like that the verse in this?
I think so. Because that's what started
Wow.
it. We're not including first person shooter, but I think we're including like that. You don't think
I
so?
think if you wait, hold on. I think if you're going to include like that, then I think you do have to include first person shooter.
Okay, so then where's your start? Push-ups? Is your start push-ups?
I think if
Because
we're going to make
push-ups
this fair,
is in direct. Push-ups is a response to like that, Nessa. And he knew it was coming.
But like that was a response to first person shooter.
No, but you didn't know that was coming. It's different. Like
He's
nobody
saying,
no,
fuck the
but
big
Nessa,
three.
nobody thought that was a diss to Kendrick. That's the thing. Kendrick,
No. First person but yeah, that's what makes this even. That's what makes this even more crazy to me, right?
But that's the
Is
point to me.
And here's the thing, we'll never know unless one of them or both of them decide to ever have a real conversation. I don't care if it's on their platform where they're talking about where this whole situation stemmed from, and are the conversations about supposedly Drake inviting Kendrick to be on first person shooter true? I don't know. I see a lot of this conversation happening online, but I don't really like to regurgitate things that we don't know, like while it's all fun and games, we also still have a bone of fact checking, right? We still like
Absolutely.
that part. So I'm just saying, to make it really fair, I think if you're going to include like that verse, I think you have to include first person shooter.
I don't agree. I don't agree with you because first person shooter is not a diss to Kendrick. So Kendrick just decided to reply to it because he felt away, but it's not a diss to Kendrick. Like that is a diss to Drake. Clear. So Drake knew that, so he made a record in response to that.
How do we know that we should listen to first person shooter again and listen to what
We broke it down so many times, Nessa.
First person shooter, he could be talking about Kendrick. Now that we listen to it, maybe he is talking about Kendrick.
But we
right?
could go back and do that because they've been subbing each other for how long now?
Okay, so I think to make this as an even playing field to discuss this moment of what it means, I think we have to decide either we include first person shooter and like that. Okay. It's like that. It's just a verse.
All right, fine. You win, Nessa.
No. Let's do it like that. We'll consider that. Okay. So where do you consider like that in comparison
So you just want to rank? Should we rank ours?
I think
rank it from the top.
I think it helps us understand what we're dealing with, right? Versus just going off of the last Drake song, right? Because then that diminishes and plays down all the hard work that both artists put out.
Yeah,
and that's the part that I'm trying to get away from. Is like, let's not just focus on right now and everyone's reaction and Drake's not spilling enough and he's addressing allegations. That's not fun enough. Like, let's talk about this back and forth, right? I think that will give us a better gauge of who right now is up.
Okay, let's take out Like That then. That makes sense.
I think Like That needs to stay.
After all that,
I think Like That needs
like you talked yourself into it.
I think Like That needs to stay, but I also think first person shooter.
No, they're not. Okay. Anyway, let's keep.
So
what do you
if
want?
we take first person shooter out, then we got to take Like That out.
Okay,
you
fine.
pick. I'm down
I don't
for
think
both
first person.
to be in.
No, take first person shooter out. Take Like That out.
Okay, fine.
So we'll start
All
with
right,
push-ups. So we're ranking. Is that what we're doing?
I guess we can rank it.
Okay.
I thought push-ups was good.
No, rank it in order, one through whatever.
There's so many. That's my point.
Here,
okay.
I'm gonna message you all of them.
Okay.
Now you can rank them. I can go first since I already had it in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm going to go.
Hold on, let me pull this up. Okay, you sent it right here.
Okay. I'm gonna go Euphoria for number 1.
Wow. Okay.
I am. Then I'm gonna go Push-Ups for number 2.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go. Okay, so I also should probably I should have started with what my parameters are, but I'll do that after. Euphoria number 1, Push-Ups number 2. I'll go Meet the Grams at 3.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
really?
I'll go. Yeah, and I'll tell you my parameters.
I'm not gonna take it away.
And then I'm gonna go a tie for. I'm gonna go for. It's tough because Family Matters is good, but Not Like Us is good. So
you're gonna put Not Like Us. I don't know after that.
After Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could put
saying,
Not. Right?
It sounds like it. I'll put Gut. I'll put Not Like Us, then Family Matters, then The Heart. I can't believe I did that. Okay. Now let me give my parameters. Okay,
go ahead.
My parameters are not just the content; it's the rollout and
right. Well, if you're gonna say the rollout, that changes the dynamic.
That's
of
part of the beef. The rollout.
Sure.
For
Absolutely.
me, so
I get it.
I rank these based on that. So my parameters are the content, the rollout, the crowd reaction. I think that's a big deal for me. And that's it. Content, rollout, crowd reaction.
Okay, fair.
I
think I have a couple slight edits to that. I think I would go with push-ups
as number 1. Okay, that's a good one.
I would go with push-ups. I would go with let me look at this. Push-ups. I would go with push-ups.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I didn't even mention tailor-made freestyle or parody.
Yeah.
Okay, push-ups. Go ahead.
I think push-ups. I think Meet the what is it? Family Matters.
Okay.
Then Euphoria.
Uh-huh.
That's tough. Euphoria is.
I didn't even mention
it might take number 2. It might be. I didn't think too much of that.
Wait, so Euphoria is 2 or 3 for you?
I don't know. That's tough.
You want me to put them on? I can put them on the same line. How about that?
Yeah. Well, I feel
because we're
like,
nice.
Yeah,
we're moms now. We're moms now.
We're moms.
We need things.
So I like them both. Yeah, number 2. And then I think Like That.
Hey, we said Like That wasn't in it.
Like That?
Yeah, we said
Not Like That. Sorry. Oh wait, let me do it. And then I'm gonna go with Not Like Us. Because got a little bounce.
Got a little bounce.
And then I don't think anything afterwards. I'm,
not feeling.
Meet the Grams was a little. It just felt very depressing and unsettling.
It is.
And
but for the beef, you don't think that, or for the
no, it still matters. It still matters. Listen, all the songs matter, but I would just say those are my top favorite ones. Let me say that those. I think that's a fair assessment for you and I.
Yeah.
Those are the top favorite ones that we'll listen to, maybe in that order, over and over and over again.
Oh no,
right?
I'm not listening. I put Meet the Grams up there, and I'm not listening to that again. But the rollout, for the fact that it dropped right after Family Matters.
Now, for the rollout, look, I think body of work, I think it is closer than what people think between Drake and Kendrick, rapping wise, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, okay.
I think, okay, fair. People can't distinguish the two because everyone's a stan or everyone has whatever motive they have to like hate either or, right? I think musically, they're there. They're with each other, right? There's a couple you're like, ooh, 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 right? But I think the rollout, Kendrick wins that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You know, I already forgot what
Kendrick
616 in
wins
LA sounds like.
Me too. I know it sounds really bad, but I forgot we're moms. Are you kidding me? Look at us. We're trying to make this happen at night.
Yo, I can't believe it. I ranked Meet the Grams as, was that number 3?
It was high for you. Yeah, I was like, you're never
And I don't
gonna
like
try and
that
listen
song. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you did. But if we had to add like that in first person shooter, I think they're both really good.
Wait,
That's
what are
I'm
your parameters?
saying.
You never said what your parameters in your ranking
My
is.
parameters
I gave you
are
mine.
just rap. Like I feel
So just
like
rap content or rap.
like skill wise. Like
Okay.
I heard, like I hear you, like I hear the pen working, right? I hear
Yeah.
the work behind putting lyrics together. And I just think that there was this energy that Kendrick was going to completely body Drake. And I'm just like, guys, Drake is going to hold his own. Now, what I think tipped it over was the rollout, right? That Kendrick
for sure.
clearly made a point to do.
Yeah.
And in that regard, you know, that might be the reason why people feel Kendrick has a one-up.
Yeah.
Has won, in fact.
Yeah.
So, you
And
know.
me, I'm people. I do. I think
Yeah,
the
you think
rollout
he
really
won.
helped. It has really helped me be more excited about Kendrick drops.
Do you care, since, you know, you feel like you're part of the people and the opinion, do you care about allegations getting dispelled at all?
Yeah, I do, because they're very serious allegations. So I'm glad that Drake, for sure, has decided to address that and 100 double triple down that he's
Right.
not that. So that's
Right.
really good. Yeah, and I hope Kendrick can do the same.
Does society care about that?
I don't know, man. If you drop a banger, like there's so many people that are walking around this world that we know who they are, yet they're still accepted to deliver us content in some sort of way. Like how long did it take Harvey Weinstein to get caught up?
Sure.
Right?
Right.
Like there's so many people like that are around that people just keep rocking with. There's so many people that we know, not personally, but that we hear
Right.
of
I was
that
like, hold on. Who do you know?
that
I don't know.
get
any of-
arrested for domestic violence, yet they continue to be able to do what they do. It's unfortunate.
I'm very curious how the public's opinion, but I guess it's all about the algorithm and who you follow online, right? Like
Right,
if you're following
absolutely.
a bunch of Drake stans, and you know, there's gonna be a different sentiment. If you follow, you know, Kendrick stans, there's gonna be a different sentiment. And I think that's
If
what
you-
I love about you and I, Katrina, is that we just love the music so much. We're two moms. We're not vested personally with anybody. We don't know them. Like, they're not our friends right now. Have we come across them because we've been in the industry for a long time? Absolutely. Was everybody kind and courteous to us?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, you know, as far as that part, you know, because what I am noticing online is that a lot of people are taking their personal feelings towards them and like, oh, that's the point I wanted to bring. Metro Boomin hates Drake. I think he hates Drake more than Kendrick by far. And I am
Right.
dying to know why? Because people have unearthed some of Metro's posts before being a fan of what Drake does. So
Right.
what went wrong in all of this? Like, I need a little bit more context because Metro is relentless, Katrina. I don't know if you've seen it,
I have.
but
And
he is
one of his-
relentless, man.
And one of his friends went on Twitter, is like, it's crazy because Metro's a really, really nice guy. So for him to be this mad at Drake, and, you know, he made a diss beat. Like, That to me was a
Wait, and
first.
he is galvanizing others to go ahead and partake in a diss. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did. He basically put out a beat and he said, whoever submits the hardest beat or the hardest record, you get a free beat.
Yeah. So I mean, he hates Drake, and I need to know why. I hope at some point, be it Metro, well, I want everybody to talk about what is the core of this, where it just feels very mean and intentional, right? It feels like this
Right.
has been a plot happening for a long time against Drake. I could be misunderstanding, but doesn't it feel like that?
It does. And you know what, Nessa, you said it earlier. You were like, I just want them to sit down. And when you said that, I pictured Shaq and Kobe years later after their careers ended. And, you know, everyone was like, oh, they don't like each other and whatever was going on with Shaq and Kobe and why Shaq left the Lakers, whatever. But years
Right.
later, they did sit down across from each other and talk to each
remember.
other about what they didn't like and what was going on and why their careers ended up the way they ended up with them not playing together.
I don't
and-
see, by the way, I'm going to tell you honestly, I don't see Kendrick and Drake doing this.
You don't see that?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No,
well,
no, no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
what
You don't-
about after
listen,
after
let me
they
tell you
retire?
something. No, Kendrick, Drake does not give me vibes of like, I'm going to forgive you.
Neither does Kendrick.
I don't know. Kendrick talks
Gemini?
about healing, right? Like, doesn't he talk about healing? I forgot which song about therapy. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
oh,
know.
yeah.
I think Kendrick might be open to maybe a conversation down the road, like, you know, when they're retired. You know, I don't know.
I don't know.
Even that's tough. But
I don't think so.
Rick Ross, I mean, think about how many hit songs Rick Ross and Drake had.
I know.
And Ross is going right at Drake. Same
know.
with ASAP Rocky. I
Yeah, I don't
think
know what's going on.
Rocky's one of his first number ones, if not his first number one song, Problems, was with Drake and Kendrick on there and 2
And
Chainz,
Kendrick,
of course. You know, it's a lot. Future and Drake have history and have created good music. I still don't know what their situation is and why this is all going on, but it feels like a concerted takedown on Drake's part. And I don't feel like we got enough context. There was a lot of tea spilling, lots of serious allegations made.
Yep.
But
Yep.
what is the core of this?
I
It
don't
can't be
know.
because Kendrick got on Control a bazillion
no.
years ago and called all the artists out, right? Because you're supposed to in a competitive nature, right? It
Right.
can't be stemming from that. Or is it?
I don't know. I
Who
don't know.
should we call? Should we
Kendrick.
call Rob again?
All right,
Rob,
hold on,
what is this?
Let's see. Okay, so like we said, Drake dropped what at this point, almost an hour ago. Mm-hmm. Somebody's tweeting, "Welp, another bomb coming, West Side. Good
Okay.
battle. Punch from TDE. Punch. He manages SZA,
Uh-huh.
who's
Right.
part of TDE.
Right.
He tweeted, "Good battle."
Okay,
Does that
so
mean
it
it's
sounds like,
over?
yeah, it sounds like maybe he is saying, you know, after Drake's song, it sounds like the whole situation's done.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I told you, remember, it sounds like Drake is done with the beef. Like, it sounds like this is the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to address this. It
Until
was
you
very
address.
much.
Well, no. Pay attention to his words, and at the end, I hope you pull it back. No, I think he's saying, I hope you can return this, like by addressing the allegations. Like,
Where the
go
lyrics
back.
at?
Do you have it pulled
Where's
up?
Genius?
Pull it up.
Yeah, I do. Hold on.
I don't want to be like other people.
Oh,
who are
Genius
like-
put it up. Genius put it up. The
Okay,
lyrics.
shout out to Rob
Okay.
Markman.
Shout out to Rob Markman. Shout out to Genius. Okay, so what's the line I'm looking for?
Look towards the end when he's saying like, I hope you return it, the receipts or something like, now it's your turn, basically to address these allegations.
Just let me know when we get in the facts. Everything in mine is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor.
That to me is a clear indicator that Drake is still on standby, which means Kendrick's still going to be on standby, which means we're still going to be on standby because of this back and forth. But it doesn't sound like Drake is wrapping it up. I think he's just saying, hey, can you do what I did by addressing these allegations or no?
No, Nessa, I don't. Because there's a line. There was something he said in his song where he's like, You know, I've done this. I'm a general with awards, blah, 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 right?
That's what I said. People are overlooking that Drake was really, really rapping on this. And me, as someone who enjoys music and like the artistry behind putting words together.
Here, he says, I don't want to diss you anymore. This really got me second guessing. And that was after he talks about supposed trauma that Kendrick might have been through.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah. So,
I
I
don't
mean, he
think
said, I
anyone-
don't want to diss you anymore.
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
not something you want to rap about.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I can't put words in people's mouths, but that's not.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Oof. I'm just going by
Anyway.
the end of what he said of like, hey, are you going to address these things? What are you laughing at? What did you see?
Jesus.
What?
Jesus wrote, Drake posted an audio community note. Why do that? Oh man. Yeah, I don't know, man. It sounds to me like he's done. Like he's done and he's ready to drop a banger and stop addressing Kendrick. That's what it sounds like to me. But we'll see. Because Kendrick apparently has more just waiting. And he'll keep going at Drake and he's going to start sounding ridiculous if Drake stops replying, right?
Will he?
I don't know.
I mean,
think
I
so.
think it's like, I think if he's going to respond, I think people are going to expect him addressing allegations.
I think if Kendrick continues to drop and keeps going at Drake without anything different than what he's already talked about,
Yeah.
then and Drake does not reply, I think it's just going to be like a little kid, like just kind of, hey, pay attention to me. I'm still talking to you.
But do you think, I guess we'll have to see what happens if
Yeah.
people want an answer or not.
I was ready to pop my collar and dance again. Where's that at, Drake? It's so funny because
what if he's baiting again? I don't know.
maybe he got a banger coming up. And it's so funny because
maybe he's waiting to see, hey, Kendrick, I dare you to say those things
right.
that, you know, supposedly happened, didn't happen because I got the receipts so that I can put this on a beat or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's, look, I think right now the rollout substantially helped Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
Substantially.
100%.
I don't know if we'll be hopping online immediately
Yeah.
anymore. I don't know if we're going to get any more music. It's kind of sad right now. You know,
It
we were
is.
getting music from two great artists, and now what are we going to do? There's no good shows. Game of Thrones, the sequel spins have never dropped. There's no... Did you hear that House of Dragons, the new season should be coming soon?
Yeah, June. Whew, coming up. Okay.
Oh, man.
But
okay,
it's just
at least
crazy
we got
because
something to
Nessa,
look forward
listen, 6 songs or 5 songs have dropped since Friday. It's Sunday night. Since Friday night,
We're
5
spoiled.
songs have dropped
We don't
Drake
deserve
and
this.
Kendrick Lamar.
We don't deserve this greatness. Can you imagine if
It's been
Cole was
great.
in this?
Oh, man.
We would have been good for the whole year. We would have been like, guys, we are spoiled. You
We're
guys
set.
spoiled.
We're done.
We are spoiled. And here's the thing. Now for other artists coming out. Oh, let me ask you this. Do they have to take a side?
No. Probably to Kendrick and Drake they do, but I don't think so.
I think those are giants in the industry, and I think that matters.
So you think now a line is going to be in the sand if you mess with Drake, you
do.
can't, if you like Kendrick, you can't bop to anything Drake drops or anything somebody with Drake drops.
for regular civilians like you and I, bystanders, we're going to continue dancing to both and like enjoying
Right.
both music and both artists. But no, I think for artists in the game,
They got to pick one.
I think they do. You don't think so?
Maybe. Let me think. Who do you think can get away with both?
J.
SZA.
Cole.
SZA was both.
Yeah, but J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole. Do you
I
think he
think
would
J.
though?
Cole. I think J. Cole can still get a Drake feature, and I think he could still get a Kendrick feature. Yes,
Yeah, I think you're right.
because I think he the way he went about things and owning up and not bowing out and being scared about it, knowing what that meant, knowing that they could take shots at him. Like, I don't know. I
Right.
just think Cole is so well respected. By the way, for everybody who's trying to apologize to Cole now, you guys
Yeah.
came at me. You try to make
Right.
fun of me because
Like, oh, he's
I
soft.
agreed. Right. No. Go apologize to him.
right.
He was right.
Right.
was
Keep
right.
saying it. Keep tweeting that J. Cole was right. Please do it.
Absolutely. But anyway, so I don't know. We'll see. I think our other artists are going to have to maybe pick a side.
Well, if my rap for this is, I think Drake is done. I think Kendrick won,
Wait, you
but
have
I
to
don't
be
think.
mindful of what you say when done. Done how?
Okay,
Like,
okay,
done
okay.
his
Hold on, hold on,
career?
hold on. Okay,
Absolutely
okay,
not.
okay. Okay, look. My last take on this is that I think Drake is done with the beef. I think this was going to be his last record addressing Kendrick. I think Kendrick won, but I don't think it was a knockout. I think he won because of his rollout. I think he won because
Right.
you haven't heard from him in a while.
Right.
You know, so I think he won, but again, I don't think he decimated Drake's career by
It
any
wasn't
means.
ether. It
I
wasn't
think
that kind of knockout.
It wasn't
hit
50
him up.
jaw. Yeah. Here's the thing. I think Drake is going to beat that Michael Jackson record.
Right.
I think he's going to be up there, and I don't think this is going to decimate his career.
I don't think it's going to decimate Kendrick's career either. I think they're
Correct.
both going to be fine. I think they're going to
Yeah.
flourish and they're going to continue putting out hit songs and they'll go head to head with whoever else. And who knows? They might meet up again at a different point and go at each other and there'll be a part 2 of this. We don't know. This is the first time we've witnessed a battle like this. And again,
Like
I
this.
believe, me personally, the content, that the allegations, the heaviness of this was the first time that we all saw this happen. Because even if you look at past beefs, okay, Pac was talking about who he slept with, somebody's cheating on somebody. All right, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It wasn't.
That's right.
It wasn't this. It wasn't this ferocious, in my opinion, when it came to content. So this is the first, and going back to back, and with social media.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
this is historic. And
Yes.
I felt like, you know what, Katrina, if we don't do this again, covering them, you know, going back and forth, I just want to say it's been a great run with you. You and I had a great time.
We had a great weekend.
We did. We are 2 moms that really enjoy Drake and Kendrick's
Right.
music, and we're
Yeah.
able to enjoy and look at it through a lens of music and
Yeah. And
You
what we
know,
like.
and
I
what we
like Drake.
like.
I like Kendrick. Because of this, I started listening to So Far Gone again, just because that's what made me love Drake. I was listening to Sooner Than Later. That's my favorite Drake song. So
Right.
I'm going to go back and I listen to the, what's that Kendrick song? Pyrus and Crips all got
Right.
along. I started listening to all the songs that I loved of theirs. So
Right.
it made me happy to be a fan of their music again with them putting music out.
run the numbers up. Run the numbers up.
Run it up. Stream it, baby.
Run it up. Stream it all. Stream it all. I mean, are we saying stream Metro's music? Listen, I don't want to get involved. Just do what you
Stream
want to
it.
do. But
Yeah.
I think you said it best. This is not going to hurt their careers.
Yep.
This was just a
Hey.
historic moment that we all enjoyed. So
Thanks,
thank you
Drake.
for
Thanks,
everybody.
Kendrick.
Yes, thank you guys. It was so amazing, and thank you to J. Cole as well.
Yep.
And
happy birthday, Nessa. Your birthday is in 1 hour.
Wait,
1
do you
hour.
think-
That's when Kendrick's going to drop.
Wait, do you think they're doing this for my birthday?
Yeah. This was a birthday gift to you because they knew that you wouldn't be able to get out this weekend because you got to take care of baby Cap. So
Right,
this
and
is your birthday weekend celebration.
And we also had to be on call. This is
Yeah,
what it
and we had
feels
to
like
be on call.
We're like
Exactly.
surgeons.
We're
Do
like
you know what I mean?
surgeons.
All right, 2 moms who love music. We'll catch you next time.